I don't know what that is, but it looks cool, so I just left it there. So today we're gonna talk about the Fast Eddy XL from Spott Hogg. I wanted to be super stoked about this sight. Like, I put it on the bow and I got it all dialed in, and at the end of the day, it's a solid scope. Like, I was hoping for more. So just hang on in the review. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's get it out. We'll take a look at it. The scope is super durable. The entire thing is made out of machined aluminum. There's no plastic on it anywhere. Everything that you use to really hunker everything down are nice big-headed Allen screws, or they've got these big toggles when you're out in the field doing manual adjustment, just kind of cranking that thing down. Super tough, super industrial. The reason I wanted a dovetail was so I could unscrew it from the body of the bow, take it off, stick it in the pack, hike in through whatever kind of bush and brush that we wanted, and now with the dimples that they've got on the rail, popping it back in is super easy. I've been a big fan of the single pin sights for a while. When I whitetail hunt, I tend to rush my shots. So having the single pin, I feel like slows me down, because if I've got a deer that's farther out, I slow down my pace, I range the deer, I adjust the single pin, and then I take my shot. So it becomes part of the shot process and the shot cycle. Spott Hogg, having added the second fiber that's on that post underneath, makes it so that if you're within 40 yards shooting the 70-pound bow, you don't really need to adjust it. You set the top one at 20, the bottom one's at 32-ish, and I'm basically good to go. We're gonna test the thud factor out. I have a theory that the bow is going to be louder with the sight on than it is with it off. So I'm hoping that the audio from these two cameras is gonna be able to pick it up. So thud factor test. All right, we're gonna start without a sight. Now with the sight. I thought it was going to be a bigger difference than it actually was, but honestly, it was about the same either way. I think that I felt a little less hand shock with it on, and that was probably just because of the increased weight. As far as thud factor goes, I'll say thumbs up. It's fine. It helps the bow. I called customer service to ask them a couple of questions about the sight, and they were really great to talk to. They were super easy. I got a hold of somebody. That's always super nice to know about a company, that if you call them, you're going to be able to get a hold of somebody. I've talked a bit about the dual fiber that's on the single post. The problem is when you get to longer distances, it's not exactly perfect. Because it's fixed and it's just floating up and down as you're spinning your dial, I've noticed that when I get to 100 yards, it's shooting probably 6 inches lower than I'd like it to, and there's no way for me to adjust it. So it's something that I just have to know. It's 2019. Can we do something other than sight tapes? Sight tapes are the stupidest thing ever. Sight tapes. They're so dumb. I hate sight tapes. I've got this super industrial sight, durable as all get out. They've made everything so you can just hunker it down and there's no movement anywhere. And then I'm gonna take a sticker and I'm gonna wrap this sticker around this wheel that comes out the side. That is so stupid. Can't you come up with some sort of inner housing around the wheel that has other dials where, I don't know, you're an engineer, you guys figure it out, but there's got to be a better way than these sight tapes. Sight tapes. Let's stop doing sight tapes. It's really dumb. The other thing that drives me crazy is I want to be able to shoot different weight arrows throughout the seasons for different things. I'm going to a total archery challenge in a couple of weeks, and they've got targets set out to 125 yards. My Easton FMJs aren't going to clear underneath the housing, and I don't want to hold over and just hope. I want there to be some sort of accurate measurement. So what do I have to do? I've got to get a new sight tape made, and I've got to put it on there over this thing. And then when I want to shoot the FMJs, I got to take that off and have this tape underneath. It's just such a huge pain in the ass that doesn't have to be that way. One of the things that bothers me is you can't just unscrew the wheel, the dial wheel. You can't just unscrew that and add a second one, because I called Spott Hogg and asked if I could order another one and how I could take it apart, because I couldn't find any videos on how to actually take it apart, and they said I had to send the sight in. So that doesn't come apart, which means if there's an issue, you have to mail that part back. While doing this review, I've realized more and more how much I appreciate what this is as a piece of engineering. It does the basics, but it does the basics really well. It moves the way it's supposed to move, and then you can crank it down so it doesn't move anymore. I'm a huge fan of the single pin dual fiber. It adds one more element in without being distracting. I don't want all the pins coming from the side. To me, that is a distraction that gets in my way, especially for the type of shooting that I do the majority of the year. It's easy to adjust. It has as much maneuverability as I need it to have. When I need it to perform in the field, it performs in the field. Every bit of it is robust. When I put this in my bag and take it back out, I'm not worrying about it coming out broken. My biggest complaints, which probably go across most modern scopes, I hate sight tapes. The other thing that I don't like about this is the fact that you can't remove the wheel. That I have to send this back into Spott Hogg to get them to replace it. That's a big problem. Because if I want to order another wheel when I'm doing different size arrows, that's a feature that I want. So that's a big drawback to the scope. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with my purchase. This performs the way I need it to perform in the field, which is absolutely the key and what I want out of a scope. I'm not worried about this thing letting me down when the time is right. I hope you guys enjoyed this brief review of the Spott Hogg Fast Eddy XL. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. I've got lots more videos coming this year. I'm Brandon with RBM Archery. One more thing while I'm thinking about it. Adjusting the third axis on this, think of it like a teeter-totter. You unscrew this one to start to get everything loosened up, and then these two are the teeter-totter. So what you do is, as you have the bow set, you'll loosen this guy and tighten this one to make the sight rotate this way, and then vice versa. So again, just remember the concept is teeter-totter, and then when you're done, you hunker this middle guy down, and then you tighten these other guys down here.